Hello friends, today we are going to discuss why sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. It is a very important question. It is frequently asked in the Viva as well as frequently in a comment question as well as in a justification. So why sucrose is a non-reducing sugar? Sucrose is one kind of a disaccharide. Disaccharide means it is made up of the two monosaccharide unit. So sucrose is a disaccharide made up of the glucose and fructose. Now glucose is a aldose sugar means it contains aldose group and fructose is a keto sugar means it contains keto group. So these two monosaccharide glucose and fructose are linked together with the help of glycosidic bond. So this reducing property of the sugar is basically due to the aldose group in the glucose and keto group in the fructose. But both aldose and keto group are utilized for the making of a glycosidic bond. So aldehyde group of glucose is linked to the keto group of fructose to make a sucrose molecule or disaccharide sucrose. So as a result of this glycosidic bond or linkage, both the reducing group are blocked or both are utilized. So as a result, sucrose will become a non-reducing sugar. Simple, to make any sugar reducing or any molecule become a reducing, it should need a free aldehyde or keto group. You have to remember that it is free aldehyde or keto group. So basically sucrose will remain as a non-reducing sugar because it does not contain any free aldehyde or keto group, because both aldehyde and keto group are utilized for making a glycosidic bond. So that you have to remember, sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Now sometime along with this question is asked whether sucrose will give Osajon and Benedict test. So simple, first characteristic for this Osajon and Benedict test is that Osajon and Benedict test both need particularly reducing sugar. So if reducing sugar, then only this Osajon and Benedict test will be positive. Because of this sucrose is a non-reducing sugar, this Osajon test as well as Benedict test will not be possible with the sucrose. So you have to remember that Osajon and Benedict test both will be negative for the sucrose. Further, we are trying to understand with the help of picture. So simple, there is a structure of a glucose, but many time in a book there is a ring structure of the glucose is given, that is called a Haworth formula. Same way as a glucose, that you have to remember fructose. So here fructose is also shown as a ring structure, but simple to understand in a linear structure that glucose have a particularly CHO group over the first carbon, that is aldehyde group, that is CHO, while keto group that is present over the second carbon of the fructose. So you have to remember that aldose group that is present over the first carbon, keto group that is over the second carbon. Now to make a sucrose, what is happening, this first carbon of glucose and second carbon of fructose is utilized. So first carbon of this alpha D glucose and second carbon of this beta D fructose is utilized, and ultimately making alpha 1,2 glycosidic bond and making a sucrose molecule. So that you have to remember, sucrose will become a non-reducing sugar. So you have to remember only one important non-reducing sugar, that is sucrose, and it will not give Osajon and Benedict test. So that's all about the sucrose is non-reducing sugar.